best to use in terms of tools for analytics? And then I'm going to come back to the second part of the question is how do you better understand the user journey using the data? I think there's two questions here. It's a little tied together, but separate. So, as far as terms, best of use, tools and analytics, we don't have to go into names, but obviously you're using Salesforce, marketing automation. Is there anything else that's really important to your setup for demand generation?
I think, to be honest, I think it's also an easy answer. There is no one best tool. It really depends on what you're using. So all the different tools are out there, what you're using, whatever you're using, the key is that you can get analytics. If you can't get analytics, then you need to look for something, but you should be able to get something, and whether that is performance, statistics, tracking, timing, timelines, that should be possible. And there's no one answer to this, to be honest. It all depends on what you use and what you can use best to it, to be honest. That's my opinion on it.
I would add that you need to consider to have visualization of data in your stack. Otherwise, it will be really difficult to sell investment in the long run. Yeah. So because you have to keep data simple as well. So you have to go and show your results on regular basis in very simple and comprehensive format, right?
I can only agree with you, Arthur. I feel like everybody loves a good dashboard and an easy to consume data, right? And that's where I feel like the good majority of the marketing automation platforms provide you with a really good view, right? And even when you look at our own system like Priority Engine, we're making improvements continuously to make that data easier to consume. Not only to see, a bunch of raw data formats, but what does it actually mean in simple terms, in simple words? So absolutely, I feel like the visualization is such an important thing.
And maybe to add one thing, just to say, we said dashboards are great, we're digital, there's so many tools. Sometimes it's also important just to go back to basics. Use your eyes, log in, see what came in, read what's standing there, and to really know what's going on. It's really sometimes that simple to just go into the data, have a look, browse around, see what's performing, look at your ads that are performing, look at content maybe that you're using that's performing when lots of people look at it, and just get a feeling of what's going on. Because you can use many tools, but the tools are not solving your problems. The tools are showing you something. You still have to understand what to do with it.
Yeah, know and pay attention to your data is key for sure. And I know as marketers, a lot of times it's just looking and saying, I just don't think that's right. Something's wrong, right? That's, it's just our gut instinct sometimes. I think that really is the key to success in some of these cases. Probably not the best advice, but there it is. So Jay, I want to come back because I want to talk about the second part of this question. I think is a really important discussion is how to better understand the user journey using the data. And you do this a lot for clients, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Here at the Target, of course, utilizing Priority Engine and our extended database, we do have the ability to look at the user data, at the user journey, and see how the content has been consumed by account level, by the individual, and then of course make those judgments as well. So we've chatted about the importance, of getting both sales and marketing on the same page, and that's where I feel that user data or user journey data is so important. Once again, it can tell you the consumption trends. Are we maybe a little late to the party? Are they already considering some other vendors? Should we approach it from a different angle? I feel that that's where the user journey can help make or break the campaign, right? If you're utilizing that activity regularly in a timely manner, I feel like that time frame, the chronological order of the consumption can really help with the performance and hopefully with some opportunities at the end of the day as well.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to that always on strategy of making sure that as long as you have everything in front of them and refreshing that they'll find their way through it, of course, because we all know that, going back to Arthur's point, everything has moved to digital so much that we have to make sure that we're in front of everyone at all times in order to, build on that success and move forward.